what would be assessment of your team across the 4 days in general?
Yeah, look, I think day one, day two, we're probably ahead of the game. End of play day two, I felt like we were ahead. Unfortunately, there was a sort of that 3 hour period. There was a 3 hour period from sort of lunchtime onwards where the game kind of just got slightly ahead of us, and then to lose 6 wickets at the end of yesterday was hard. That's where you kind of put yourself massively up against the wall. I thought Matty Hurst today was fantastic to come and bat the way he did, to get a maiden first class 100 from we're 84 for 6 overnight. I thought it was fantastic. So look, there are one or two positives, but you kind of leave with a bit of taste in your mouth, having sort of lost that period of play where if we had come into today 2 down, completely different kettle of fish. We might have been pushing on, trying to get a sort of lead and see what happens and put Notts under pressure this afternoon.
Just to pick up from that on the positives, the way that Matt and Tom played, I think they were 60 for 6 when they came together.
Yeah.
It could have been pretty horrible last night, couldn't it? And then they've carried it on today. So you must take plenty from the way, particularly Matt played.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for a 20-year-old lad to go and get a really, really, really good first-class 100, his first class 100 against that attack was absolutely awesome on a wicket that's gone up and down, that offered sideways as well. So, I mean, the manner in which he did it as well, he rotated the strike. We chatted at tea about him sort of farming strike to Will, to make sure Will kind of got himself in instead of just having a lump of balls to face, and just the way he managed the innings, I thought was absolutely fantastic. So some huge positives. Tommy as well, to get a knock like that just before he goes to represent England at the World Cup is absolutely fantastic. So look, hopefully he goes and has a really good World Cup, and hopefully Hursty can kick on and we kind of build together from that point as a batting group.
Was the way the game ended, and obviously with a defeat, how much of it was to do with the struggles on yesterday, just trying to get that first wicket? You're out in the field for a long time, you struggled to wrap up that innings. Was that the catalyst for what happened afterwards, do you think?
I don't think it was necessarily a catalyst. I thought Ollie Stone played beautifully. He's had a really, really good week. I know he hasn't got wickets, but he's bowled really well and put us under pressure and batted beautifully. I don't think he hardly played and missed. Look, from that point of view, they're allowed to play well. Ollie and Haas, they've got 2 career bests between them to put a massive partnership on. So they made a really hard work. And then, like I say, you go into that last session and you lose 6 wickets. That's kind of where it all unfolded, really.
Can't kind of dress it up, can we?
No, not at all.
It's a subject we've talked about a few times this season. When wickets tumble, they seem to tumble pretty quickly. That must be a concern for you.
Absolutely, and you point your finger to myself as much as anybody. You got to make sure when you get into those tough situations, you get through them. You want to be the guy like Hursty was today to make sure you pull the team through. We recognised the moment yesterday. We chatted about it. Unfortunately, we didn't get through it. They ran in with some good pace, some good energy, and we weren't skilled enough as a batting group to get through that period of play. It's for individuals to look at their manner of dismissal, the manner of their innings, and try and get better. We just said to the lads now, you got to make sure you get better. It's tough. That's professional sport, unfortunately.